Deystany's way. Hope y'all enjoyed my little intro that I have up now. I know I need some fixing to it, but I had to put something out. In today's video, we'll be talking about unlearning family generational poor habits and relearning new positive habits. Before I get into this video, I want you guys to please subscribe, like, and comment, and participate in Song of the Day. Song of the Day is basically at the end of my video, I play a snippet of a song. You have to comment who you think the artist is and the name of the song. And then at the end of the month, if you keep getting them right, or whoever gets the most correct, they win monthly prizes. So let me get into this video. I want to first start by saying it is okay to think differently from your grandparents, your aunt, your uncles, your parents, anybody. With that being said, we all come from generational habits, whether they're positive or negative. It is very important that you assess which ones are positive and which ones are negative. That way we can improve our lives and what is keeping us and holding us back from whatever it is we want to do in life. The reason why I say this is because a person can get stuck. They can feel that, you know what, since my family been doing this so long, or whatever the habit is, like that's who we are. I can't betray my family, or I'm gonna think I'm better than anyone. And we sometimes may prevent ourselves from growing and elevating and doing what we need to do just by that thought, just because that's tradition. Whether it's healthy or not, it's tradition, so we're doing it. And we got to get out of that mindset. We have to unlearn and relearn that. And don't feel bad. Like I said, it's okay. It's your life. Do what you have to do and make sure it counts. In order to unlearn family generational habits, you have to realize that first they do exist. And then you have to realize, okay, you know what? I want that change. Then go from there. Because once you realize that they exist and you feel inside that, okay, you know what? Something needs to be done. That's the first step. Once you realize, okay, this needs to be done. Our family has been doing this for way too long. It has gotten us nowhere, and it needs to stop, and we need to change. That's all you, those two things, that's it, and you on your way. So please realize whatever it is, that it needs to be fixed and corrected, and that maybe you may be the person to start that change in your family. While you're realizing this yourself, that there are some family habits that needs to be changed, you want to also work on yourself. You want to realize, okay, what can I do different to better empower my family, inspire them, or to just let them know, you know what, we need to come together and we need to do different things to have better habits. By doing this, you need to step outside your comfort zone and experience change. Change is good. Without change, you won't be able to grow. You won't know what's out there or what you're capable of. So I always like the feeling of change, because you're changing from, whether even if it's a good old habit, but you're constantly changing, which means you're constantly growing. That means you're most likely reaching your potential. While you are getting out your comfort zone and experiencing change and seeing how you can help your family generational bad habits, you also need to educate yourself. For example, if your family has poor eating habits, I'll say that because I know in the Black community that is like probably the number one thing that we carry from generation to generation is poor eating habits. So if you're trying to change your family's poor eating habits, you want to do all the research, all the pros and cons of the eating habits that your family carry. That way when you present that to your family, you're like, hey family, we need to change, because according to this and that website, Blacks are among the highest for diabetes or heart attacks or stroke due to their poor eating habits, something like that. Or even if it's for business, y'all know I love talking about business. Have those quotes ready. Do your research and read. Okay, according to this and that, Black people are at the bottom of the chain when it comes to owning businesses or wanting better, whatever it may be. You want to also educate yourself, so that way you're better prepared and you know what you're getting into, and you know what you need to change and what you need to focus on. And you can do that by looking at YouTube, reading articles, the newspaper. I think they still have that. Reading books. Your resources around you, the people that you associate yourself with, can also be a form of education for you. Also, while educating yourself, you also want to discover new habits those habits that's going to help you and your family get through whatever it is y'all need to get through. Even if it's something simple as bad language, the mouth is bad, or what else can I think of? That's the only thing I think of right now. But even it could be anything that you know that your family carrying is poor, whether it's communication. You want to discover new ways and methods that can help you, not only you, but your whole family. That way they can see, okay, I see what Johnny is saying, and he's presenting us another way. So which means, you know what, maybe we'll think about it a little bit more instead of just dismissing him. Because he's not taking everything away. He's giving us a better, healthier option. And when that is done, sometimes people respect you more because they're like, okay, they did their research, they're really serious about this, and you know, they just want to help us. We're family, right? So it can be seen as that. While working on your family's poor habits, you want to remind yourself that you got to do what is right. It's okay to be different. It's okay to want better for yourself. It's okay to want better for your family, and it doesn't make you bougie or that you are that. It is okay. Do what you know is right for you, one, but since it's for the family, you know, we're thinking of everyone, but it starts with you, because obviously you want the change. So do what's right for you. If you know eating that chicken or listening to this type of music or associating yourself with this type of religion just because your family did it is not right for you, get out of it. At the end of the day, you want what's best for you and your family. And even if that means that y'all getting a little couple of disagreement because they're not seeing where you come from, keep trying. Sometimes it only takes that one person in your family to change generational curses, bad habits, just anything. It takes that one person to stand up, to have that courage to say, you know what, family, we got to do better. We have to do this better. We have to support each other. We got to communicate. We got to change our lifestyles. We got to be more healthier. We got to be more business minded, whatever it may be. It may take you, that one person, to start it all. And that way, the next generation will be set off a little better, and then so on and so on. And you don't have to worry about the things that we had to deal with or your previous generation. While going through this process, you are going to have to remove yourself from some family members. You're gonna have to, because they're not gonna understand. Their mind or their mentality, the way they think, and their poor judgment and habits are gonna just keep them trapped in one little spot and be content on something that is not good for them or that is not going to help them grow. So you will beware, gonna have to remove yourself from friends, family, but we're talking about family, and it's okay. You don't got to do it messy or anything. Just say, you know, I respect what you're doing. Continue doing that. I'll see you at the top. If you want to come holler at me, meet me at the top and we can talk. Okay, maybe that'll motivate them to want and do better. But we're going to have to. I've said a few times in my videos, I'm not close to all my family members. I pick and choose who I deal with because I just don't like my family poor habits. My family on both sides, but majority on one side more, we got a lot of poor habits, and it's like I don't want to do that. I want to do better. And it's like sometimes I wish my grandma and my great grandma and my grandpa and them taught us different stuff, different habits, to where we'll be way better off as a family. Because my family on my dad's side is a singing family, and it's like, who knows what could have happened if they just had a different mindset or just pushed a little or more. You just never know. Or we have a few athletics in the family. Who would have known if we were taught better or molded better? You just really never know. And it's just like, sometimes you got to sit back and think and like, okay, grandmama, what could y'all have done better? Or whatever you call your grandparents or whatever, what can y'all have done better to help us? And so I think about things like that, and I just know that it's important that, you know what, since it ain't happening now, I know that me, Deystany, I gotta make a change. First of all, for my children, but then also for my family that I do associate with or that sees what I'm doing, to be like, oh, you know what? I see what Deystany's saying. I'm gonna join her, or I'm gonna do what I need to do. That's just really what it's about. It's about helping one another, and then especially since we supposedly family, we supposed to be wanting better for our family members, right? So there's nothing wrong with change, and there's nothing wrong with distancing yourself from people that you know you can't be around. Some people are very toxic in your family, and you know who they are, so just don't go around them. Do what you gotta do with grace. You ain't gotta be all nasty about it, and big-headed about it, but just do what you have to do. And then they will eventually see, like, dang, I should have hopped on board when such and such was saying this, because now look at them. But at the end of the day, when you're trying to fix family generational curses or bad habits, you really want to know what you're talking about. You really want your family to know, like, okay, Johnny knows what he's talking about, and I trust what he says because he's sincere and he's not judgmental. You don't want to be judgmental. You want to come in there humble and just wanting to help with a clean, pure heart and mind. That way your family members can accept you more. Because if you come in there all riled up, nah, this is what we got to do, it's been too long, blah 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 blah. Remember, I always said it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So you can say what you want to say, just watch your tone or the certain words that you want to use, and your family would accept it. Just sit them down, like, listen, I know Aunt Annie Mae, because they had interesting names back then, or Willa Mae and all these names. They will want better for us. Or, you know, that recipe, that family recipe that y'all got, that y'all sitting on, that y'all know y'all can do something with that. That'll help the generations to come. Whatever it may be, we just have to do better and motivate our family. So if you're the one that's supposed to be doing it and you're watching this video, think of whatever it is that you know that your family need to change and relearn, and let them know about it and start learning the correct way. Because there's a lot of habits in the Black community that are just not, that need to be unlearned and relearned, because that is what's really setting us back from what our generations ago have taught us, or what was been brought to us. And it's just like, nah, that ain't really it. That is not really it. And I feel personally, that's why we're so stuck as a people, as a culture, because we so stuck on what generation ago was doing, when they didn't lost themselves. So if they lost, then we lost, and we just keep next generation lost. It's like, when are we going to learn, or when are we going to get better? So you guys really want to think about that. I have on here, you want to surround yourself around positive people, those that you know you want to learn from. Even if they're your family, if you got that family member that's trying to do something, that's trying to start something, or just educated, or just, you know, that type of person, you know what I'm trying to say, that y'all can go to, and you know you got that advice. Surround yourself around that family member. A lot of our family members got that knowledge, they just never put in that action. So if we can take what they have and we put that action in, we'll be good to go. But we want to get at them and, like, hey, tell me what you know. How can I do better? And then I'm going to take it from there. I'm going to do this for the family. I'm going to do this for the culture. And when you're doing that, you also, in a way, you're making that family member feel good and special, because you know that they have that knowledge, and they know that even though they probably didn't do what they should have done, but that they're still able to help. And that can be helpful to that family member, because they may be feeling some type of way, but you know, knowing that they can help you, it makes them feel good in the inside. I have on here some bullet points that I wanted to share. Like, when you're trying to change your family, you want to read a lot. Black people, we don't read enough. Because when you read, you teach yourself, and you're learning, you seeing what's out there. You also want to invest. We can invest in stocks. There's a lot of things that we can do just by that, from changing our family. We want to prevent bad things happening, bad situations, or talk to our young people. Parents, teach your children how to be accepting to criticism. It's okay to be corrected. We want to teach our family about having a credit score, because if you don't have that money but your credit score is good, then you're setting the family up. I have never, and on neither side of my family, heard anybody talk to me about credit at all. And it's like, do we not care about it, or did we mess it up so much when we was little? It's just like, whatever. But it's very critical and important to just talk about that. Help your younger cousins and your nieces and nephews, whatever, build their credit up. Let them know that is like one of the keys to success for businesses. If you don't have that money and you don't want to put down, you know, the down payment or whatever, credit will help you a long way. It's kind of, I wouldn't say it's more valuable than money. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe in a way it kind of is, because they look at that. It's like, okay, I can trust this person. So we really want to, Black people, Start introducing credit to our people, our families at an early age. As soon as they can start walking and talking, be knowing about credit and stocks and investing and owning homes. That's on here too. Oh, I have traveled the world first, but you want to own homes, own some property, own that land, okay? Because can't nobody take that once we have it. And we need things. We don't own anything. So owning that will give you a sense of pride, leadership, ownership, and you know that you're setting your family up. Also have on here, you need to travel. We don't travel enough, and that could be changing poor habits from your family. Travel, y'all. I went to not Africa. I will be going soon. I went to India, and as y'all seen in my vlog, I went to India. I went to we were in the Philippines for a short period of time, and that was amazing. It was life-changing for me. I got to see a whole nother culture. That's my phone. I got to see a whole nother culture, a whole nother lifestyle, and I was just like, wow, this is what I'm missing, because I'm afraid to fly. I am afraid to fly, but I had to get over that just to see the world. We are staying stuck in a little box for what? Well, there's a world outside for us to see, and we have to teach our family that it's okay to travel. We're going to do it together. And forget the little just, oh, let's just go to Vegas, or let's just, no, travel, get outside your country, go meet new people, try new food, experience different cultures, different religions, whatever you want to do. It is life-changing, and it's a great experience. So we need to teach our people that, Black people. We need to teach our family that, Black people, about just, you know, being different, unlearning and relearning. You don't know what you're missing out. Just because you're comfortable and content for because you know something. This is what you know. You know the hood, you know that, so you comfortable. It is very okay to be uncomfortable. Or to feel like, dang, am I doing this right, but I'm still gonna do it. It's okay, that's part of the process. So if you too content and you too just not growing and you just whatever with everything, that's not good. That's your reality check. Like, okay, you know what? I definitely have to change my habits, and I gotta help my family, and I just gotta better myself. Overall, as I'm closing, I really wanted to talk about this today because it is important that we help our family. We help ourselves first, but if you're close to your family like that, help them want to do better. It is so many opportunities out there in the world for us to do better, help our families, and you know, for generations that come, they don't have to struggle like we did. And it's important that we talk about stuff like that. We talk about everything else. Why can't we sit down and have a serious conversation and talk about how can we help our family grow? How can we do it? And I understand that sometimes when Big Mama, because I know some of you guys call your grandmas Big Mama and stuff, when Big Mama and them pass away, it's like the family is broken up, but there's still pieces that can be put back together to where y'all can still do what y'all need to do. We have to realize that, you know, we are the only ones, our family, us, we are the only ones stopping us from whatever we need to do most of the time. You know, there's other factors, but a lot of time it's us because we're not trying hard enough, or we don't want it, or we're not even trying to wake it in our mind. We're not trying to wake in our mind. Like, why not? So, I don't know. I just want everybody to do better. I want everybody to encourage their family, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, I don't think I'm better than no one. I don't think I'm better than my family. I'm just trying to better myself for me and my children, and then my family to see. And whoever want to come on board, come on board. But we have to do better because we are all great. We are, look, that's greatness in itself. And so we just have to act up on it, because if you don't, then all that greatness ain't going to mean nothing. Have all this talent, have all this ability to do things, and we're not using it, it don't even matter. So I hope y'all really take this into key, show your family members. See, what business can y'all start together? I would like, if y'all can leave it in the comments, or like, you know, whenever y'all started Hey Deystany, I watched your video. Me and my family ended up starting grandma's recipe with the cookies or with the tea or whatever. Just do something. People get money and they spend it on everything else. So just do it. Just get out there and do it. Seriously. Go in business investments with your family members. And I know we can't do it to everybody, but just pick the correct family members and do it. And watch how your family continue to grow, and then start learning, and then financially be stable, and just everything. So when I'm on it, I know y'all wondering like, Deystany, it's summer. Why you got all this on? First of all, because my hair ain't done. I got this hat on. And it's black on too. I don't remember where I got it from. But it comes like if girls wanted to have their hair out or a bun on top. But I'll try to leave it in the description. No, this ain't nothing sponsored. It will be though one day. But this I purposely had on. I used to work with him some years back. But I still follow him on Instagram. I found out that he has his he sells hoodies. So I want to support him, and I must say it's soft, it's roomy enough, and I just love it. It's black owned, and he is also a rapper. And y'all support. I'm gonna leave his link to his Instagram. That way y'all can contact him and say, hey, Deystany sent me, and support him. Support black businesses, and you know, and they're wrong. And I like the color, everything. It's bright, it's comfortable, it's soft. I feel comfy. But yeah, y'all do start your own shirt line. Do whatever you gotta do. Y'all be great, and you already know we're about to get into song of the day.